I'm here today at the TOPPS with our friend Mark, and we're going to be talking through celebration, what you need to do to get your autographs, your photo ops, basically how we're going to have let you enjoy yourself to the fullest extent, all the little tips and tricks and what you need to do beforehand so your experience on the day is going to be run smoothly and you're going to have the best time.
That's the plan. Have a fantastic, fun celebration.
Exactly.
Get to meet everyone you want to meet.
Exactly.
Yeah. And do all the fun stuff that's there. Excellent.
So
okay.
How do you want to do
Well, thank you for having me, first of all. Thanks for coming to the office.
I mean,
yeah. We're here in beautiful downtown New York.
Cool
You can see through the blinds.
It's a nice, bright, crisp day.
It's like 10 degrees out. I can't. Yeah.
That's fine. It's not raining. Not as windy as yesterday.
No, yesterday was scary.
That was, blowing a bit, wasn't it? So, do you want to talk about autographs first, photo ops?
Yeah, let's jump into the new talent reveals,
okay,
because that's the big news.
Straight into it.
Yeah,
this is what we like.
Breaking news.
Right
as you guys may have noticed, every Wednesday, you'll either see it on the Star Wars show or on the Disney social media. They'll reveal who the new guests are each week, and they'll give you a couple days before we then put the tickets on sale. So we have 3 guests to reveal this week. The first being the original Darth Maul himself, Ray Park. He's going to be at the show for 4 days, Friday through Monday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. You can see his tickets go on sale on Friday. And then from Star Wars Rebels, we have Tia Sircar, who plays Sabine Wren. So the Ghost crew has really formed nicely. We've got Freddie and Taylor and Vanessa and Tia, plus Jason Isaacs. So she'll be there on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then the big Clone Wars news, and I know everyone has been waiting for a long time to see would it be complete or not. The answer is yes. The chosen one himself, Anakin Skywalker, Matt Lanter, will be coming to the show on Saturday and Sunday.
That's great.
Which is great because now we have Matt, Ashley, James, Dee, Tom, and Kat. So the core 6 of Star Wars, the Clone Wars, will all be there on at least one day of overlap. With that, Tom Kane has added Saturday to his schedule, and there will be a 6-person team-up photo op of all 6 of them. That's a lot. That's going to be fun. I got to get in that one. That one is on my list. And then there'll be some other combos, mostly based around Matt. So like Matt and Ashley, Matt and James, Matt and Kat, and a few others.
They're always good fun for cosplayers.
Yeah,
like
oh my god, yes.
Cosplay with a big group full of
yeah,
so
I'm
cool.
curious how we're going to logistically make it work with that many people in the big one, but I do think that is almost like once in a lifetime. Like, it's rare that you get all of them together for something like that, and with, celebrating the return of the show, we felt it was really important to bring in all of those guys. So I'm very excited about that.
That's a great
One other update on the talent front is Jason Isaacs, due to popular demand, as being added to Friday. So he's already coming to the show Saturday, Sunday. We've now added him on Friday. As I mentioned, we already added, or we're adding now, Tom Kane's tickets for Saturday, so you have that overlap. And Ashley's tickets will be on sale this Friday. So Ashley Eckstein, I know you guys have been asking for quite a while. She sorted out her schedule. She will be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then a very small amount of time on Monday. Looks like Sunday she has a lot of commitments for panels and things like that.
Yeah.
But don't worry, she'll be in the big team-ups and everything. Yeah, so Saturday is your Clone Wars day, guys, to get your photo ops and everything. Yeah.
Awesome.
That's all your talent updates for this week. Very exciting stuff.
Thank you very much for that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, can we just talk through, for someone who hasn't been to a celebration before,
Yep.
the process of what they should do beforehand, so they're not waiting in line, like to cut down their minimum queue time.
Yep.
You don't want to be buying tickets on the day. What should they do beforehand?
Yeah.
What can they do right now?
I think the easiest thing to get yourself ready for celebration is look at all the guests that are coming to the show. You can go to StarWarsAuthentics.com and click into the celebration tab, and you can see everyone who's coming and the days that they're available for autographs and photo ops. Make your list of who you want to meet. Obviously, make sure you have a ticket for that day. You need a ticket to get into the show. Even if you buy an autograph ticket for like a Friday, you need a Friday ticket for celebration to get in the door to be able to use that autograph ticket.
Yeah.
So make sure you have the right ticket and days. From there, figure out who you want to meet. I would recommend doing the pre-order. That way you're guaranteed an autograph ticket. There will be some people who sell out.
Yeah.
And you don't want to, at the last minute, buy a ticket on site or try to buy a ticket on site or have to scramble or anything. You want to sort of plan out your day. One of the things we heard about 2017 was people were concerned about waiting in the queues for quite a while. We've partnered with Epic Photos this year to help alleviate that in a big way. Epic, as you know, is like the industry standard in photo ops. So if you've ever been in one of their shows where they have actors coming. Yeah, they were at New York Comic Con this year. If they have an actor doing a photo op for a set period of time, they'll put you into like groups, so you don't have to wait in line for a very long period of time. We're rolling out the exact same technology for the autographing. So someone like Matt Lanter, who's going to be there on Saturday and Sunday, he's got 5 hours of autographing time or whatever it is. You'll buy a ticket for Matt Lanter. You'll be placed into a group. You're group 3. You show up at 12:30. And we don't even load you into his queue until 12:30. So there's no standing around, waiting around. You'll know when to jump into the line. So you're not just like waiting there at 11 a.m., wondering like when will I meet Matt Lanter. That's not going to be the case. So the nice thing is we place you in the group. You know when you have to show up. There'll be digital signage everywhere showing, what actor is signing in what lane and what group they're on, so you know where to be, kind of like you're boarding a plane.
Yeah.
That's really the structure. So that should really help on the logistical side.
Cool.
It also then gives you time to walk around, go see a panel, go hang out with other friends, go buy more autographs, because you never know. Like there may be people who don't have a line or have a smaller line, or you have time to go see now because you're not waiting in line for someone else. And we will have a better customer service experience on site where you can buy tickets pretty easily if someone's already started signing. And beforehand, you can use the app. So you'll be able to buy tickets in the app while you're there on site if someone hasn't started signing yet. But I would recommend doing the pre-order. I think that's just the easiest way to know exactly what you want to get.
So once people have decided the day, who they want to meet, they're going to be given a barcode?
Yes, they'll get an email
Yep.
with a code, and that's what gets scanned. That'll act as your ticket. So much like in 2017 where you got like a printout, or you can do it, I think we were able to do it on your phone in 2017 as well. They can just scan that code. That's how they'll be taking your ticket. So you don't really need the physical ticket. You need the email with the code. Yeah. And we'll tell you as we get closer to the show exactly what the time breaks will be. Because right now we just have the days posted, but once we break them down into actual times, you'll know what, Tom Kane's at this time, D. Bradley Baker's at that time, Matt Lanter's at that time. So if you can't make it to the show on a particular day, we'll have pre-orders available as well as send-in. So 2 different options for people to get items signed if they either can't come to Star Wars Celebration, or if they have like a ticket for a Thursday, but the talent they want to meet isn't going to be there until Sunday or something. The first with the pre-orders, the first wave of that is live now on Star Wars Authentics. So you can go to StarWarsAuthentics.com. There's a pre-order section, and you can see, I think it's the first 9 actors that we've put up so far. There are 3 different 8x10 choices for each of them, and it includes Christopher Sean, Susan McGrath, Scott Lawrence, Donald Faison, Myrna Velasco, like the 5 people who are coming from Star Wars Resistance, plus Ken Leung, Greg Grunberg, Janina Gavankar, Matthew Wood. These are really like the first wave of people we announced, and so we're rolling them out as we go. You'll see much more of those coming.
I'm a big Lost fan, and I'm pleased you managed to get Ken. That's who I'm dying to meet, Ken and Greg.
Yeah, Ken and Greg.
Like a big Lost poster that I'm getting everybody to sign.
I love that kind of thing with the multi-pieces. Yeah.
So I'm super excited about that.
Well, I loved Heroes, and so I think meeting Greg's going to be pretty cool. And that's what's interesting about Star Wars now is that some of the people coming who are like more famous for the work they do outside of Star Wars. Like Janina has an IMDb list that's like a mile long, so it's going to be exciting to meet her. I'm not a big gamer, like I'm not great at video games, so I enjoy watching other people play Battlefront, but I'm not a Battlefront player myself. But the video game, like those cutscenes are really well done. So I'm excited to talk to her about what that was like doing the mocap and everything. So yeah, she'll be there, and her pre-orders are up. That pre-order is very, we'll call it cookie cutter. It's all going to be 8x10s. You have 3 different choices for each actor so far, and it's a predetermined ink color. No inscriptions, nothing like that. Pretty basic. Just like sort of like our normal standard offerings that are up on the website. We're just going to have these guys sign those photos while they're down there. You can also see that those will be some of the photos that they'll have at their table. We're expecting to have about 5 photos for each person attending the show. More if we can do more, but it really comes down to what we get approved. Those 3 or so that are up on the site for pre-order will definitely be at those actors' tables, so you can see some of the stuff that we're going to bring. Separate from that, if you want something a little more personalized, or you have an item like a poster that needs to just get Ken's signature or Greg, if you're working on The Force Awakens and you need to add those guys, we will have a send-in program. So that should be going live by next week. We're still working out some of the logistics on that. We have to make sure that the fulfillment company we're working with is getting everything sorted correctly to ensure that when you send in your action figure of Admiral Statora to get signed by Ken Leung, that you get that back and not like an action figure of General Grievous. So we're working on all of the, running some test cases, all the logistics pieces, identifying what our max sizes are and things like that. Like you can't send in full-size Mandalorian armor, please don't. We're going to have a max size on that kind of thing.
Be sensible.
And we'll have a drop-down for ink color. So we're not going to let people send in their own pens because that never works.
Yeah.
Pens disappear or break or splash ink everywhere, and shipping, you never know. But we're going to get a variety of pens. So we're working on those last bit of details, hoping to have that live by next week.
That's a cool detail. That's a nice offer.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I wish we could have done it a little bit sooner, because I know we're now in the 5 to 6 week window where people need to get their stuff, they need to ship them out, we need to get them sorted, and we need to get them to Chicago. So the time is filtering quickly, and I'm aware of that. So if you do plan on doing a send-in, or if you want to have want to send in anything, get it organized now and be ready to pull the button.
So there's going to be 8x10s on the table. So if people are wanting the larger size from your site, get that done now.
Correct. So unlike in 2017, where we had 11x14s to buy at the store, just stacks of them, which was a relatively limited selection, we didn't think that was very effective. So we're not bringing any 11x14s with us. We're just going to have 8x10s at the table. So if you do want to have 11x14 size signed, I would recommend going to StarWarsAuthentics.com, picking out your 11x14, shipping it to yourself now so you have it, or gathering all your other items. That would actually be one of the big things I would recommend for people before you go to any show, whether it be Celebration or anywhere. Know what you want to get signed ahead of time, know what color ink you want it signed in, know where you want it signed, and pre-order your ticket. That way you can plan out your day. I have a binder that I would use to keep track of all my photos, slide them in. It would be in order in which I was going to meet the people, or alphabetical, whatever makes it the easiest for you guys. Sorted by day. Get those items signed, throw it back in the binder, keep it safe. Get your poster tube if you need a poster. Or for a poster, now that we're going to do the send it in. I'd rather send in than lug around a poster. But the 8x10s will be easy if you have a good storage binder, which is what I have.
Smart tips.
Yeah.
That is a good tip. I've never done that binder thing before.
The binder's good.
I should do, but I haven't. Yeah.
I have one that
Makes
latches.
So much sense.
Yeah, and you just have plastic pages that you slip in. So you want to put it into a top loader and then put that into a plastic page and have a binder that clips. So I'll send you a picture of mine. It's relatively standard, but it keeps it sorted and easy. Yeah. We will have top loaders at the top store as well. That's cool. So aside from running the autograph area and the photo opping in partnership with Epic, we're also going to have a top store where we'll be selling autograph photos from our current selection. So if you visit the website now, StarWarsAuthentics.com, you'll see that we have 8x10s and 11x14s and 16x20s autographed by the likes of Daisy Ridley and Adam Driver, John Boyega, Felicity Jones. It's a nice range from across the saga. We'll be bringing some of that inventory down with us to the show, where you can buy right on site. And that'll be particularly helpful for anyone who's not autographing, in the autograph area. So, we're not able to use the Episode 9 cast, so we'll make sure we have their autographed items from our selection on the website.
That's understandable. Maybe not this time, but who knows in the future?
I would hope so.
Oh,
yeah, it seems that each year it changes. So I think back in 2016 when it was in London, which we didn't really have that big a part in, you couldn't use the Rogue One cast. And then in 2017, we couldn't use the Ep 8 cast. There was no 2018, but we wouldn't have been able to use the solo cast. So it just so happens this time around that we can't use Ep 9, which is basically the same as Ep 8. So it seems like 2 in a row, you can't use the same people.
On the site, that's the first step, isn't it?
So he's a special permission situation.
Right, okay.
Yeah. So we were able to use him. Also, because he was such an important role in Solo, we were like, can we please have him? We really need Solo representation at the show. So he checks both of those boxes. Yeah, and he's going to be there all 5 days, which is exciting. Yeah.
I actually bumped into him in Cannes.
Oh, you can't miss him.
Such a nice guy. Such a nice guy.
He's terrific.
I think he's going to have so much fun.
Yeah.
He's going to get a lot of love.
I've spent time with him at Rhode Island Comic Con last year, or 2017, and he was having the time of his life, and he's super nice. He signed cards for us numerous times, both for Last Jedi product and for solo product, and he was one of the first people to say yes to the show, so we're excited. We're thrilled to have him, and he's going to be there for the whole time. So his tickets and photo ops are available now. Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
So when it came to booking the talent for the show, we had a few different strategies, and knowing what we wanted to promote, what the fans were asking for, and what talent was going to be available for us to use. That's really the three main drivers of who's coming to the show. And the fact that it's a 5-day show means it's a big list. As of today, we will have revealed 44 guests. I believe it's 44. There's about 10 more coming. So
the franchise is growing every year. There's something
tremendously.
New.
Yeah, it's exciting because there's a new type of piece of content for everyone, right? Like Clone Wars is coming back. Rebels just ended. Resistance is brand new. We're going to eventually have a live-action series with The Mandalorian, and then another live-action series with Diego Luna's show. We've got Episode 9 coming, which closes out the 9 movies, or the 6 movies, depending on how you look at it. Closes out the prequel trilogy.
Yep.
And then there's a new stream of movies that we know nothing about yet, which is very exciting. So there are all these different things. And then there's the web series. I think Galaxy of Adventures is super cute.
Yeah.
And a cool way to get kids into it. And then there's Forces of Destiny, which I also liked. So there's a little bit of something for everyone. So we were looking at, with 5 days and all of this breadth of content, and all the things that need to be promoted. Oh, like Episode 1 is having its 20th. So we just got Ray Park confirmed. Ian McDiarmid's there, so it's coming together nicely on that front. There's a lot to celebrate. It's 20 years of celebration, 20 years of the launch of the prequels and sort of the resurgence of the brand after it was like a little bit dark for a while. And then all this new content coming during the Disney era. So that's how we started booking our talent. We want to make sure we have representation from all the different pieces, and bring in as many principal cast members as we can, and as many first-timers as we can. That's the other piece. Yeah. Out of the 44, I want to say 21 or 22 of them are first-timers.
That's fantastic.
So if you've never been to a celebration, I guess they're all new, but if you've been numerous times, 20 of these people could be the first time you meet them, which is very exciting.
Yeah.
So on the classic side, we've got Billy D. Williams, and Peter Mayhew, and Ian McDiarmid, and then several Imperial officers like Julian Glover, and Michael Pennington, and Michael Culver, and Anthony Forrest. And then on the prequel side, Ian, Ray, Greg Proops, who's never been before, Orly Chozan, of course Daniel Logan and Tamora Morrison. And then on the new trilogy and new movie side, there's a few people coming. We're able to get Jonas, even though he is technically principal cast. We got some special permission for that. Several of the creature performers, Dave Chapman, who played Rio and Lady Proxima in Solo, he's going to be there. Brian Herring's coming back. It's a nice mix. And then with Resistance, we've got really the 4 leads plus Donald Faison, and then almost the whole crew of the Ghost, and then the entirety of the Clone Wars core cast. Yeah. So the main people from each of the core properties is our intention of how we'd like to round out the rest of the show. And we still have more people to announce. There are some Rogue One guests that we haven't, finalized yet.
you can't, because you're still negotiating contracts and stuff. Is there a figure that you're aiming for?
In terms of a number?
On a number, yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to have 55 people.
Right.
So originally it started as 45.
Okay.
And then as we realized most actors couldn't do 3 or 4 days, it started turning into people only being there 2 days, 3 days at a time. Freddie Prinze actually just,
booth space, that's another thing you've got to think about.
Yeah, there's
people
the space constraint.
For a couple of days, then get them in and maybe get someone else in to fill their booth.
And that's
for
what
the
it
rest
is.
of
It's a game of Tetris of how we're fitting all the pieces and getting everyone there at the same time.
I can't even fathom what your
Your
spreadsheets look like.
It's a lot.
It must be crazy.
The Excel files are a little bit bonkers. Luckily, all the talent really like each other. Right. So, Tom Kane added Saturday because that's when everyone else from Clone Wars is going to be there. And we had him for Thursday, Friday. So we were able to make it work that we added him for that extra day. Awesome. Yeah. Jason Isaacs is now on Friday, and we're going to do team-ups with him with Freddie Prinze and Taylor. He was only there Saturday, Sunday. Now that we added the Friday, we're able to drop that in. Because everyone likes each other. So we're able to make these things work, which is great. So with that, originally the guest list was like a little bit tighter, and then as more and more people ended up doing 2-day commitments, we were able to drop in some extra people. And then separate from that, there are people attending Star Wars Celebration for other reasons. Like Ashley is always there anyway, so we're just pulling her in now that her schedule is finalized. We're pulling her in where she's available, and that's true for a few other people who are coming to Celebration that we're able to just like pop them in here and there, which is nice.
Cool.
So yeah, if you're a Star Wars actor and you're going to Celebration already, we can try to find some space for you on the floor.
Are you looking for volunteers?
Oh,
for
absolutely.
people to give you a hand?
Yes. So there are 2 streams on this one. So currently, if you go to the Star Wars Celebration website, there's a form to fill out to volunteer for Celebration at like the total Celebration convention. They need help, as do we, which is the autographing and the photo op side. So we'll be looking at people who put in the application at the main Celebration site to pull them into autographing and photo op, and we're also going to launch a separate request on the Star Wars Authentics website, just like we did in 2017. So you fill out the form, and then you can volunteer to work in the autographing and photo op area, and maybe mingle with the talent, maybe scan tickets, maybe deal with customer service questions. There's any number of things we can have you do, line management, things like that. If you volunteered in 2017, we'd love to have you back. If you're new...
I was going to say, is experience necessary?
It's not necessary.
Okay.
I do think it's helpful, actually going to conventions in general is helpful. I know for me, like I go to a lot of shows, so I can see where I think the areas of improvement need to be, or what logistically is working and not working. So with that, like if you've been just going to shows, I think is good enough experience. You don't necessarily have to work them. It's always helpful, but not required.
Okay.
And if you are looking to get into this space, volunteering is a great way to learn those types of things. And there is compensation that comes with it. So while we say volunteer, it means you're not getting paid cash, but there will be, we do have product and things like that. Like last year, we had an exclusive trading card set. We gave away autographs. We gave away some good stuff. So we'll have a pretty rich offering, I think, for the volunteers this year. And that information is going to be going live this week.
Okay.
So big week going on. The pre-orders went live on Monday for the first wave. More are coming. Volunteer recruitment is going live this week. New talent gets revealed Wednesday, including Ray Park, Matt Lantern, Tia Serkar. New tickets go on sale for those 3 guys, plus Jason Isaac's additional day, plus Tom Kane's additional day, plus Ashley Eckstein's tickets. So a lot of ticketing. Oh, and a ton of team-ups. Oh, my God. We talked a little bit about it before, but there's probably 10 additional team-up photos that are going live because of Matt Lantern and Ashley Eckstein now being available.
All right,
you'll see a lot of Clone Wars and a little bit of Rebels getting added in there. And then the send-ins should be live by next week.
Okay.
And then on top of that, we've got a ton of new photos that just went up on the site. So every Monday we do a new drop of Resistance, probably 15 to 20 photos from every episode. And then we just put up a ton of Clone Wars, expectedly.
Yep.
And then there's more Clone Wars coming next week. And then we had a bunch of Creature Actors and Last Jedi that went live this week as well. So we're still adding photos for like the base business. We got to keep the base business going.
Absolutely.
And a lot of the photos you see that are new to the site are people who are coming to the show, making sure that we get good 8x10s for them and a nice selection. Like I mentioned, if you want the larger size, now would be the time to order them.
Yeah.
So visit StarWarsAuthentics.com this Wednesday to see the entirely new revealed guest list. You can go to StarWarsCelebration.com and click on the Celebration tab. On Friday, tickets will be on sale for the people I just mentioned, Matt Lanter, Tia Serkar, Ray Park, Ashley Eckstein, and then the additional days for Jason Isaacs and Tom Kane. You'll also see all the new team-ups available. While you're on the Star Wars Authentic site, you can sign up for our email list to stay up to date on all of the news and information. And, of course, go to StarWarsCelebration.com to see everything you need to know about the show, where it's being located, what the days are, travel, accommodations, all those types of things. And, of course, follow TOPPS on all of our social media channels. We're at TOPPS on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And I'm at Darth Von Ohlen on Twitter if you just want to ask me a question.
Cool. And we'll have all the links on the site, and this will be on YouTube, so in the comments down below.
All 50 links. Yeah.
We'll have, yeah.
Well, great. It was so great talking to you.
Thanks very much. Thanks for having us.
So there you go. I hope you enjoy the video you've just watched. We'll be posting videos every Wednesday and every Saturday, guaranteed. Or if there's some news or some new stuff comes in, we might do some things in between there as well. But make sure you subscribe, then you'll get the notifications that come through, and see you next time.